Welcome back to Boring. This is a very interesting podcast. I don't know if you can zoom into that. Look at that beautiful beast.
Dog.
Yeah, dog.
If that's what
It's a dog.
you're calling it.
Woof.
We got the logo in finally. It's supposed to be on the wall, but today it's on the ground. And it's a very interesting podcast. We have two special guests. We have Kendra
Hi.
and
Adiel.
Adiel. Very cool people.
What are we supposed to react to that? Like how?
I don't know.
Like very
I
cool
really
people.
don't know. But I gotta say,
Some very cool people. They do cool things.
You know
in
when
their
someone
cool
sings happy
lives.
birthday to you, what are you supposed to just like?
you're just supposed to
Thank
like,
you.
nod and be like, okay, thanks. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, this is weird. If you're on Apple Podcasts, drop a review. If you're on Spotify, follow. If you're on YouTube, subscribe.
Woohoo.
Yeah. So let's talk about the influencer scene for you guys. So what do you guys do?
I'm a YouTuber. So I have 2 YouTube channels. I try on clothes and do fashion reviews. And then I post photos on Instagram, like the Instagram life.
The Instagram model?
I wouldn't call myself an Instagram model, but something like
Shaking
that.
your head like, yeah, you definitely an Instagram model.
Speaking of Instagram models,
Yeah, speaking of Instagram model,
No, I nod in my head because I don't like when people call us that either. I don't consider
you gotta
myself
get
a model.
closer to the mic. Like,
and
yeah, it's gotta be looking at your mouth, essentially. Yeah, there you go.
I was laughing because I don't like calling myself an Instagram model either. So, but yeah, I post on Instagram and people press like sometimes.
What do you guys like to think of yourselves as?
I call myself a depressed influencer.
Why are you yawning?
I'm in shock. I'm not yawning.
Oh.
I gasped.
I was like, whoa, this must be a common occurrence. Everyone's depressed in the influencer scene.
No, not everyone.
Do you enjoy your life?
Yes.
You love it?
I'm a very happy person. Yes.
You're happy?
That must
Yeah.
be nice.
Whoa, I know.
I'm kidding. I'm doing
No,
great. Great,
you're not
guys. I'm not
kidding.
kidding. But life's fine. We're doing good.
I think life is great. I love it. That's why this podcast is called Boring, because I got bored of life.
Board of
Oh.
Life Senior
Yeah.
Podcast.
Yeah, I love talking to people. It's so fascinating to see how you guys like live your life, because everyone just loves to be nosy. You know what I mean? So they hop on the podcast and they're like, let me listen to this.
Eat a lot of pizza. And
Everyone's always like, so what do influencers actually do? Like I feel like there's a lot of like
That's true.
stigma
Yeah.
around it.
I get a lot of messages from high school friends being like, wow, your life seems so fast paced and fun. I'm like, really? It's not. Like, all we do is eat pizza and McDonald's every day and
Yeah, that's
edit
facts.
photos.
My fave is when people are like, oh my God, we went to grade 9 together. Do you remember me? Like, obviously. Like,
Yeah, it's like somehow you forgot about everything in your life.
yeah, no, my brain just wiped when I got 10K on Insta and here we are.
And they're like, how do you answer DMs so fast? And I'm just like, because
What?
you go straight to my DMs. You're not a DM request. We're friends. We know each other. I'm still the same person.
I'm pretty sure both of us can honestly say too that we check every single DM request.
Don't tell our fans that. But it's true.
Oh, no. I guess friends. Yeah, if you follow them.
Yeah, then they just go straight into like your regular, not your like DM requests.
Mhm.
I'm gonna lie, I got some people in my general.
That's rude.
No,
I know.
it's either restricting, blocked, DM requests, or straight to my inbox. And I'm like, hey, what's up? How are you?
I actually don't block people. I should have just restrict them.
I have
Like,
quite a few people blocked.
Oh, well, I just love people just being mad or like living in their fantasies. So like, I'll just restrict them and then they'll just go off. And
I
I'll be
blocked
like,
4 people this morning. It's only noon.
This morning.
This morning, yeah. I posted on Instagram and that's when all the creeps come out and you're like, I don't need to see that ever again.
It's
you're blocked.
12:43 and she has blocked 4 people.
I think it's a little different for
Happy
girls.
Thursday.
Though. Yeah, for me, it's mostly like psychological trauma.
Oh no, psychological. If someone says something mean, I'm pretty confident in myself, so I know it's not true. And I'm just like, okay, have a good day.
Oh, this dog came to hang out. What's up?
What's up?
What's that, dude?
How long did it take you some time to get over that, or did you just fall into it? Would you say?
Definitely. I have a really good support system. And I'd be like, someone called me fat or ugly or said I was this. And they're like, but you're not. And I'm like, you're right, but I'm still sad. So it took some time, but now I'm good. Yeah. Come at me.
Do you find it in yourself or like in your fans? Would you say a strict like your confidence? Sorry.
My confidence,
Yeah.
definitely myself. It has to come from myself. If it comes from fans or someone else or within a relationship and then that's broken, you lose yourself. And so, yeah, it has to come from me.
I feel like a lot of people personally just struggle with that. the inner self of where do you find your self-worth? Because it takes time. Like, we're older. I mean, when I was in high school, I was literally just looking everywhere for self-worth. I mean, you're young, you can't do stupid things, but it's funny when you become an influencer because it's like, you go through phases where it's like, it's the fans, the people, the fans, and then you're like, oh, I'm here all alone. Like, this is what I am doing. Like, I'm pushing this market to the top of the world.
Yeah. I think it's really good to like and important to have like a good support system around. Like, this is my diehard best friend and we like
love you.
We'll go, I love you too. We'll like go through everything together. I'm like, this is happening. And like, we support each other and like, we help each other grow. We help each other out with like certain brand deals and like different platforms. Like, I'm helping her out with YouTube. She's helping me out with Instagram. So like, I think that's really good. And then like, we just reassure each other and eat pizza.
We have similar mindsets and we go through the same thing. So it becomes a lot easier to be friends and kind of understand. Not that my other friends don't know what I'm going through, but they don't. But they're still there for me and they try, but they don't really understand what it's like to have those harassing comments all the time or like dealing with brands and negotiating with those companies and whatnot.
Have you guys had any crazy, like, because you think alike, so what are some like crazy stories that you guys have been like, you've helped each other through? I don't know if you can get into that or not.
The other month I was out with my family in Toronto downtown and I was just sitting on my phone waiting for like to get food or whatever. And I come back home 3 hours later, I get a DM request. Don't know this person, know nothing. They sent me a picture of me just sitting on my phone, like a zoomed in picture of me. So they saw me from probably across the street, took a picture, DM'd it to me and said nothing else.
I was at Costco once and then McDonald's in Okotoks with my mom and someone DM'd me. They were like, so nice to see you out in person at Costco today. Like, didn't know you looked like that in person. And then they're like, I see you at McDonald's while I'm like eating a cheeseburger. And I was like,
oh my God.
I looked around and I was like, Mom, we have to leave. Like, SOS.
I feel like that happens a lot to girls, I think. I don't think that happens to guys. I had a stalker like a year ago, but it wasn't as bad. Yeah, I was encouraging it and my friends were like, stop.
You're encouraging your stalker?
Well, 'cause it's like the first stalker, you know what I mean? You get curious. And I was following, like they were like sending me like all this stuff. They had my location. Just so happens like something I would never recommend is adding back people on Snapchat and accidentally leaving your Snap Maps on.
Oh no.
That's off. That's been off for years.
Yeah,
no, but here's the thing, right? I deleted Snapchat and I re-downloaded it. I forgot to turn it off.
Oh, it automatically turns on?
Yeah. So I have around like, I think like 5,000 or 6,000 people added back on my Snap. Again, do not do this because you get the weirdest snaps from people.
I have a private Snapchat. That's the only private social media I have, or I guess Facebook, but I don't really use that these days.
Facebook, what's
that? And a public Snap so that other fans can see it. But I wanted to keep one aspect of my life private, and that's how I do that.
My fave is when fans find me on Facebook because I've kind of dissociated that as like my own platform. But then I forget like lots of people use Facebook. So I get like tons of messages being like, hello. And I'm like, how did you find me? Where did you come from?
Wait, you use Facebook? Or used to?
Cat videos, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't use it as in like a social media aspect. I just use it to like keep in touch with like my family and watch memes.
Call my grandma.
Get the
Your grandma
drama.
doesn't use Facebook?
Yeah, and Instagram. She made an Instagram account and now she likes all my pictures and she comments love with like 10 emojis on every new photo. She's overseas, so.
That's crazy.
And doesn't speak English.
Hi, dog.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
She's like, get me off this table.
For real. Yo, go over to YouTube. You better not jump. Don't do it. You still got some life in you.
That's Milo yesterday.
Oh my God, my dog, we were like on my roof and he like decided like, I have like a private rooftop patio and he decided he was going to like climb under the wall and like got out onto the edge. And then he's like standing on the edge, but he's the kind of dog where if you're like, come here, he's like, ha, no. And like runs away. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to watch my dog jump off my roof. Like I'm going to be traumatized. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And then I was freaking out, but eventually we just coaxed him back in. He didn't die. In case y'all were concerned, the end of that story is he lived.
What kind of dog do you have?
He's a cockapoo mini poodle. So he's like supposed to be like 75% mini poodle and 25% cocker spaniel.
He's
but
100% baby.
He's 100% baby
child.
and he looks like a cocker spaniel.
Is that a big dog? Little dog? I know nothing about dogs.
He's like this big.
Is he gonna grow bigger?
No, I hope not. He's like a medium-sized dog.
I can pick him up and I'm not very strong.
Oh, okay.
He's like a baby. Like I feel like
He's
you're holding
a
a
small
baby.
child. Like he loves to be held, cuddled
in
with.
reference, 2 of these dogs?
Yeah.
3?
2.5.
2.5.
Okay. It's a big dog.
He's a nice dog.
My dog's nicer.
No, Milo's a good boy. He's not a good boy. He's pretty mean.
I have no comment on this.
I have a nice cat.
Yeah,
She's
that's
chill.
really sweet.
Did you get the cat at the same time you got the dog?
No, I've had the cat for coming up to 3 years.
How did the cat associate to the dog when you got it?
She did not like him. She still doesn't like him, but she like puts him in his place.
Like punches him, paws him, like the cat videos.
Like a
Oh, okay. That's it. That's all it takes.
yeah, and like a swat. And
Oh.
he's like, oh shit.
My sister had a cat. Brought the cat home. My dog hated that cat. Chased it around. This cat straight up punched my dog in the face.
Oh my god.
And then my dog like never did anything to her again.
Traumatized.
I think so. She's a little aggressive dog. You never think. The other day we took her out for a walk, and there's this other dog. They're walking their dog in the middle of the street because no one uses the sidewalk. She starts chasing this dog, gets like 5 feet within it, just looks at it and walks away. I was like,
Dog
what?
looks like a savage.
Oh yeah, she's one hell of a savage. Aren't you, Tinkerbell?
What kind of dog is she?
Pomeranian.
Hello.
No, come back.
Hi, baby.
Okay, let's get back to you guys. We're talking too much about me.
We're just talking about dogs.
Yeah, that's true. Do you guys enjoy what you do?
I do.
Was there more to that? Do you want to get married? Is that what that was? Definitely. I don't think I would have had the opportunities I've had, like going backstage or FaceTiming certain people or just making those connections. Even meeting Kendra, who's one of my best friends now, I would not have met her if I hadn't had that. And I paid off my student loans today because of Instagram income, and I'm so happy. And I just want to keep talking about
That's something to celebrate. You can talk about it as long as you want. Go off.
Go sis.
Do it.
School is expensive. I just graduated from university and I had a lot of money to pay in loans, and I paid it off today with $4 interest.
One day late.
Yeah, I was 1 day late. But I did that because of my fans and Instagram and social media and brand partnerships and learning how to negotiate. And I'm very grateful.
You really good at negotiating?
I mean, I hope so.
She's better than I am. Sometimes like I'm very bad at negotiating. That's all I have to say.
You'll often just be like, yeah, that's the best deal. I'll take it versus...
Yeah, because like it's hard, you know, like it's like brands will hit you up and like you really want it, and then they're like just like being super cheap. Like a lot of brands like are very like skimpy on paying.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that I get a lot of brands hitting me up with like shares.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
Oh, like shares in the company.
Yeah, I'm like, I ain't trying to be here for a whole year.
Yeah.
We get a lot of emails that we want to get paid normally because like we'll have 1 million reach on our posts, and often the times they'll just give us product, and if we like the product, then okay, fine, maybe we'll do it. But sometimes they'll go back and say, oh no, we don't want to give you a product, but here's a discount code for you to buy from us, and then you can promote us. And it's like, okay, here's free advertising and income for you.
What do you guys mean by cheap?
Like some brands like you know that they're a well-known brand. They're like, yeah, I'll give you $100 USD to make a video. I'm like, yo, that doesn't even cover my editing fee.
Editing takes a long time.
Yeah, I gave up on editing. I have an editor now because I was like, no.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
It's so tedious and super annoying. And sometimes it's just like you film a video and then it's like you can't find the story. You're like, where was I going with this? You know? And then it's just like I'm just editing a bunch of like random stuff together. So it's nice to have an editor because they'll watch all the clips. And they'll be like, oh, okay, like this is a good story. And then they like put it together. And I'm like, wow, didn't know it did that.
I had a brand once offer me a salad cutter for 50% off in exchange for a feed post.
Like,
yeah, because
hello?
I'm a cook. My entire page is about how to cook because I can do that.
Thank you for the salad cutter.
Like the right demographics on their part. I need a salad cutter for sure. And 50% off. I still have to buy the salad cutter.
I find that to be ridiculous. Like you have 500K.
Yeah.
And you have 100K. Like there should be levels to this. Like there's a breaking point when it's just like, here's a free salad cutter versus like, here's some money for your time and like all the work you spent in creating your platform.
Yeah, like content creation is hard. And like, it's like, you have to like prepare yourself to do it. Like you have to like get dressed, get ready, like get the angles. Like it takes time and it's tedious. So like
editing photos too. You need to edit like with 7 different apps, get all your friends to look at it before
you're like,
and
is
after.
this a good one or is this a good one? Like what are we thinking? So like it takes time and it's hard. So for brands to like not appreciate that is like it's frustrating.
It's irritating. Yeah. So you use 7 apps?
It was just an exaggeration.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, I mean, it's believable.
Well, no, like
I've used to use like 9 apps for some things, and I was like,
yeah.
It's annoying until I learned to use Photoshop, which took like a month to figure out.
And like Lightroom and all that, like it takes time.
Yeah. And the funny thing is like, they don't teach you that in school. This is all your own creation.
Mm-hmm.
There should be an influencer school.
That'd be cool.
People do that. We could do that. And then you just sell it for $50 like a pop, like a PDF.
Oh, like a Jake Paul?
Hit us up for influencer school.
You know, Jake Paul did that.
Teach you how to Facetune.
Jake Paul did that.
Did he?
Influencer school?
No, he was selling something, and no one bought it.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds like me.
Yeah, he got memed because of it, which was funny. What do you sell?
I don't sell anything. I was just referencing myself as Jake Paul.
Oh,
we relate on a lot of levels.
Cool. Okay, so I'm actually really interested on some of the crazy stories you guys have with fans and taking their time, like taking your time away from. How do I reference this?
Our lives, normal human being lives.
I'm literally trying to say that. Yeah.
Before starting off, just want to say that people don't think we're normal humans.
Yes, like people think we're like.
I don't want to sound conceited. I sound so arrogant because that's not my intention. My intention is just to mean a lot of people will be like, "Oh, you're famous." We don't consider ourselves famous because we're not. I don't think we're celebrities or any of that at all. It's just social media clout, if that. But a lot of fans will come up and be like, "Oh, you're famous," and then they feel very entitled to your attention. And we are grateful for you, but there's a limit to how much a person can give in one day. And to your fans, a lot of fans will say, I got it this morning. They were annoyed that I wasn't as responsive as I usually am. And I try to talk to my fans when I can. And they said, oh, but I thought I would be a little bit more special to you than all your other fans. I thought I mattered to you a little bit more. And it's like, you do, but every single fan wants that feeling. Every single person that follows you, or most people, I guess, want to be the special one that you have, the one that you will always talk to. They want to feel, I don't know, they want to.
Well, it's people. It's just human instinct. You want to feel like you belong. And you find someone who looks like, oh, this person is so big and they're giving me attention. It's like, it's a good feeling to feel that like someone who looks like they've accomplished something in their life is talking to you.
It's just hard because it's like, yeah, I want to talk to you and I appreciate your support and everything. But it's like,
there's 500,000 of you.
Like so many people are trying to talk to me at once. And it's like, it just gets a lot. And then people get like upset that we don't answer. It's like, they're like, you think you're better than me? It's like, well, no. It's just hard.
Like mentally, it's very hard. It's mentally exhausting. The easiest thing I can compare it to on a bigger scale is when people see celebrities get mad at paparazzi giving the middle finger. And then they're like, oh, they should be grateful. They're making so much money. They're so famous. But those people have a hard time too. And we're not that at all. We're not on that level or close to it. I just mean, it's the same concept of they're human beings too, and it's mentally exhausting.
What would you tell to your fans right now?
Please respect me. I'm a human being. I read the comments. I see the DMs. You can't
like, we're not robots. Like it's just numbers at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there are people attached to those numbers, but like there's a lot of people attached to those numbers.
We're people attached to those numbers. Like we are humans. Like if you don't want your mom seeing what you said, don't say it to me.
That's
facts.
True. Yeah.
If this could get you in trouble at your job, don't do it.
Oh my God. This one time.
We will find your job.
This guy was really rude to me and like demanding things from me. I don't remember what it was. And I found his mom and I sent it to him and she victim shamed me.
Wait,
she was
what?
like, well, then you shouldn't be posting pictures of yourself on Instagram.
Like,
you shouldn't wear this top. You shouldn't wear a bikini. Ma'am, I'm on the beach.
Control your son.
His name was Chad. If that tells you anything.
His brother's name was Brad. Chad and Brad.
And
probably.
Dylan.
And she was mean to me. I'm like, well, now I see why your son is like this, ma'am.
Okay, firstly,
Karen.
Yo, exactly. It's 2020, guys.
Literally.
Like, grow up. The thing is, so many people don't understand everyone's an individual in this state of mind that, like, if you can't control yourself, how old you, Doug?
Yeah.
Like, get some maturity in you.
I can't believe the mom shamed you. Like, if someone messaged my mom stuff like that, she would literally hit me with a spoon.
Yeah, for real. My mom would be like, out. Like, I'd die.
Give me your car and your phone.
I do not understand.
Well, they become this way for a reason, likely because of how their parents raised them. So
it's amazing what you learn about people in this industry. Isn't it crazy?
What are you referring to?
Like what you just said, you would have never experienced that if you hadn't like chosen this path in life.
I mean, I feel like women.
Well, I guess, yeah, that's true.
Being a woman in 2020.
Yeah, that applies to everyone.
I hate, like, I don't like how like so many people just like try to tell women what to do in the sense of like what to wear. You can't do this. It's because it's like we're all an individual.
At the president.
I get a lot of that like on YouTube. People are like, you shouldn't be doing this. Like, you shouldn't be trying on clothes like this. I'm like, yo, all I'm doing is making fashion videos. Like, can you guys stop attacking me? Like,
it's like, I don't know where their mind goes. It's like you know, tell models not to do that.
No, and especially it's a lot of like, okay, Instagram reels. Like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, those things took over the world.
So I just made this one. It was super cringy. It was just me like vibing to some music, and ended up getting like 600,000 views or something. But the comments were insane. Like, it's a lot of guys hating on me, which I'm used to, like whatever. But there were girls attacking me. I'm like, yo, women support women. What is going on here? Like, girls, this one girl was like, this is embarrassing. I would delete it. And I was like, why? Like, what's wrong with you? And she's like, oh my God, haha, why are you so triggered? Like, you should just take it down. You look dumb in this. And I was like, ma'am, it takes less energy and costs $0 to just keep your opinion to yourself. Like, you don't have to like my content. You don't have to watch it and enjoy it. Like, you don't have to look at me. But just like, why you got to take time to comment? Like,
I've never had the urge to comment something mean on someone's like YouTube video or Instagram post. I've never had the urge to be like, you look bad in this. This is stupid. This is cringy. Like, you should take it, or anything worse than that. And I don't think Kendra has either, right?
No.
And I think that's because we're confident in ourselves and we don't have the same insecurities that they might have. Because,
okay, but like realistically, like the most successful people in the world, like you will not catch them commenting hate on people's posts. Like, you will not catch like Beyonce being like, haha, you're fat. like can you imagine? Maybe Donald Trump, but like nobody else.
If Beyonce did that, I think the whole world would crash.
Yeah, literally, like Rihanna's like, haha, go home. You look dumb.
So it really does stem from jealousy, and your parents will be like, oh, they're just jealous. Don't worry. You're like, no, it's a lie. I really am fat. But it's like, no, it's just you have something that they don't, and they're mad about it, and that's how they'll react.
There comes a point when like you just like get the same comment so many times, like it doesn't even bother me anymore. Like, people used to be like, oh, like you're not model thin, like you're fat, and I was like for the first like,
what's model thin? It's not even a thing anymore.
I know, like,
diversity.
For the first like few times I heard it, I was like, okay, like haha, hate my life. And then it just like doesn't bother me anymore. Right? Like, it's like whatever. Although I do find myself like giving haters more attention than I do to positivity, which is something I'm trying to work on. Like, I'll like go through and see all these positive comments. Like, do you just like entertain them, or you just like see like more the haters?
Yeah. You'll think about it more. We'll screenshot a hate comment and send it to each other and think about it. And like, what do I do? Do I block them? Do I respond? Versus
the positivity. It's like we should be focusing more on positive comments and like the support and love we get, as opposed to like the hate ones stand out. Like, I find myself constantly being like, oh, like, why did they say this? Like, what did I do wrong?
But like, at the end of the day, are you doing this for them or for yourself?
Both.
I'd say audiences are like a huge part of like what we do, you know? Like, if we didn't have our audience, it would be like,
so you're kind of like trying to custom at the same time?
Yeah. I like people's opinions, but like I'm totally all down for like constructive criticism, but it'd be nice, you know.
What do you guys think? More hate or less hate? Like, what's the ratio on your comments?
I don't get that much hate.
Or
I've already blocked everyone to get the hate.
All the haters already been blocked.
They're all gone. Maybe it's like one comment per 2,000.
Yeah, like we really don't get that much hate, but that's the stuff that sticks out, right? Like, it's like you see the hate.
Bring it now because we said that.
Yeah, please be nice. I will cry. I will legitimately cry to her.
Probably.
Yeah, hate comments are just, I just find them to be weird.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. No, it's like, why?
I'm like, okay.
In all honesty,
You're right. I will do this now.
Like,
Right.
why do you have to hate on me? Like, if you're jealous of something, like DM me. And like, whenever I get people who are like, hey, like, how did you do this? And how did you get into influencing? I'm like, oh, this is what I started doing. Like, make sure you're consistent. Like, I'll give you tips. Like, you don't have to like come at me and be like hating on me. Like, you want to get into YouTube, girl, I'll help you. Like, just shoot me a DM. Like, yeah, we're
nice people. Come on, guys.
Yeah, like I'm a human being. I also have feelings, which some people
people
forget.
Like, literally, I feel like anyone who's in like public eye, they don't. Apparently,
it's like
their feelings disappear.
You hit 10K, your feelings are gone.
Yeah, you're not a human anymore.
You hit that 10K, you get the swipe up link on Insta, and your feelings off forever.
Forever alone.
Have you had that thing when you're like, oh, as soon as I get 10K, I'll be happy. Once I get 100K, I'll be happy. And you just keep...
I went through that. And then I was like, you know what? This is dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to get to 1 million on YouTube. I have the 100K
You won't
plaque.
be happy after.
Well, probably not, but I'll have a 100K plaque and 1 million.
But it's the goals. It's the goals that keep us motivated.
Okay, we do a lot of goal setting.
We do a lot of manifesting.
We have to-do lists all the time.
How long is your to-do list at the moment? Is it huge?
Like 9 things.
Yeah, 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Like big things, right?
Like probably 5 big, 5 small.
I write the smallest things too. I'm just like, nails at this time, podcast at 12, YouTube
like,
video then.
Do closet.
Pay off loan. Like it's...
Do you guys keep yourself busy a lot?
No. We sleep a lot. Like if we don't get 10 hours, like we're not functioning.
Okay, that's not even a lie.
Like literally, so like we'll nap or we'll sleep for like 12 hours, go out for like 2 hours, be like, I think it's time to nap, and then nap for like 4 hours.
That's not a lie. We genuinely nap for most of the day.
I sleep away a lot of the day.
You too?
Yeah. Oh, I sleep more than she does.
Oh.
But it's because with content creation, we're self-employed and we make the...
You make the hours.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But so like likely we'll be up at 2:30 a.m. making to-do lists and doing our content then at 2:30 with like a whole ring light.
We got my nice shower.
Yeah, a nice fashion show and like editing pics. We'll just do that when normal people are sleeping.
That's a vibe. Yeah. Waking up. Yeah. So you have a degree, right?
Yes.
Do you see yourself going back into that?
I never left, baby. I want a job.
Actually, what is your degree? Tell her.
So I just graduated from Queen's University in commerce, and commerce is a general degree, but I majored in marketing. And my goal is to kind of use everything I learned with social media, because that's part of marketing as well, and negotiating and building those connections and just understanding how brands work and kind of implementing that into a marketing position, ideally at a CPG, consumer packaged goods. So like I want to sell you toothpaste. Yogurt, Pampers, dog food,
Pampers, dog food.
Like that excites me. Like selling dog food excites me.
I hope it does. Like you went to school for that. I hope.
I loved it. Like, I want to do both. I think people should have several incomes, and Kendra and I are working on like starting our own company and doing other things. She has like Depop going on. Like
I just got my private investigator license.
Yeah.
No big deal or anything.
Private investigator?
So proud of her.
Heck yeah.
Wait, I have some people I need to investigate.
Yo, I got you. We've
other
actually
day
completed 1 mission already.
Oh.
So the other day, someone I was talking to, something they were saying wasn't adding up, and you can't find anything about them on Google. And I somehow managed to find like one social media, and through there I went to like friends of friends, finding this photo. I'll backtrack it to like a 2008 vacation. Like figured out everything. Oh, so much fun.
We went into the depths of Facebook trying to find this.
Did you find it?
Yeah, we're like 75% there. We got most of the information. Was
this like, okay, I don't want to like expose this thing because I'm pretty sure you don't want to.
No.
But like, do you have most of the story already like done? You just 75% there? Like, do you know, do you think they're wrong or right?
We pieced together what we need to know. Hello, dog.
Yes.
Leave.
Can I help you?
Oh.
There's been many a times where
I don't know what
something seemed too good to be true, and it was a catfish of some sort. And you got a reverse Google image search, and I found the exact same picture, but with a different face. They photoshopped a different face on and looked legitimately like them.
That's extreme.
And it was just like a gym picture. And then I kept finding similar pictures as like someone else took a picture in that same place so I could figure out where the gym was. And then I found their Instagram and then I looked at the Instagram location and I DM'd them to figure out which gym it was and where from this catfish photo. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you remember when Grayson Dolan catfish DM'd me? It wasn't actually Grayson Dolan, but it was someone using Grayson Dolan's pics.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, Adiel, this really hot guy just slid in my DMs.
Hot guys don't slide into
And
our
she's
DMs.
like, bitch, that's Grayson Dolan. And I was like, oh.
I'm sorry if I offended anyone with that statement. I shouldn't have said that.
Oof. It's okay. There's probably a
you know
few.
what? You know what? I have dated people who have slid into my DMs. So
Ooh.
I lied 10 seconds ago, and there are very nice and attractive people talking to us.
There is hope for you, Sims.
Yeah, all the simps, there's a slight chance, but don't.
Very slight.
What is the hardest someone simped for you guys? Like, if you want to tell.
I'm not answering that question.
I feel like yours is more extreme.
I get flowers.
Is that simp though? Or is that just like a nice gesture?
Well, what do you define simping as?
Literally just giving someone money without a reason. Or just giving someone your time without a reason. Just like
I plead the fifth.
People do that?
Whoa, seriously?
What?
Where do I find that?
Could you imagine?
What a world we live in. Welcome to 2020, ladies and gentlemen.
Men just swipe their credit cards. Oh, so you must be going through a lot of money.
I have a full-time job
as an accountant.
Nobody asks you questions when you say you're an accountant. Anyways,
accounting jobs must be really fun.
Sorry?
Accounting jobs must be really fun for you guys.
Was that shade?
No, it's just accounting.
Nothing is free. People want your time and attention.
What do you guys, do you guys value your time more than anything? Or
we just sleep half
12
the day.
hours a day,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, time's really crucial to the element. I sleep 14 hours a day.
But you guys are still using that as your time. That's the thing. Like, would you consider like your time as like given, or like you choose who you give it to? If that makes any sense to you.
I think it makes sense. If you're saying, are you asking for productive?
No, just asking like, do you consider your time to be like yours, like strictly yours? Or do you like...
Oh, yes. What? I like to schedule, or like I like to do things on my own time. Like if I'm like need to meet with a brand, like have a call or whatever, I try to do it on my time. Like I'll be like, okay, does this time work for you? Like I don't really...
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Love
like,
to accommodate to people's schedules. Like I'll make it work, obviously, but I like to like have things on my time. It stresses me out a lot less if I can make my own schedule as opposed to working around somebody else's.
Being in a pandemic and trying to get a job is not easy. So I have a lot of time. I've been traveling for the past little while. I'm in Calgary now. I've been here for 2 weeks. My family misses me. I'll see them next week.
No.
Please I've already extended my flight. I was supposed to be back in Toronto a few days ago, but
no.
My parents are like, "Oh, what time are we picking you up?" I'm like, "You're not." So yeah, I have time for now, and it's just being used to make content, negotiate with brands, find new brands, and eat food.
All right. It's on the bottom. My dog left.
Meow.
What do you guys think about the studio? Didn't actually ask you that.
I like it.
I like this a lot. I want a picture here.
Yeah.
I want a nice like.
Yeah, look at you looking.
We're gonna guess. I want some photos like this.
And I love having like you guys. End the story.
Aw,
right.
So cute.
Now we're gonna end the podcast.
And that's cut.
But yeah, it's like it fascinates me. Like I lost my train of thought.
Welcome to the influencer world.
Yeah.
We really live in our best lives.
Are we?
No.
Oh, it's so fun. I wake up every day wondering what I'm going to do next.
And if that's like.
It's like waking up every day.
Man. We got to have a talk later.
But yeah, no, finding friends is like, it's hard. Like,
you got to find people who can relate to you. I think Kendra's one of my only friends who understands a lot of what I go through. And so that makes it really easy. And then obviously you need other friends.
Yeah, but who needs them?
I do. I love I have very few, but very close friends, and I adore them.
I feel that happens a lot when you get like, when people can steal something from you. Not steal, but just take clout.
I have a dog and a cat and a mom.
Oh, look at my dog. Yo, zoom into look at my dog. Look. She smells the dog. Your dog. Or your cat.
Tinkerbell.
Tinky.
Tinky.
Useless dog. Anyways. So how many friends do you guys think you have?
I can count on my hands.
-2. Oh wait, are we actually counting? Does my mom count?
Oh, well, you don't have to.
Yeah, do our parents count?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Probably under 10 actual people I consider friends.
5.
Yeah. Like
6.
those are like people I would talk to on a daily basis and I know will always be there for me.
5.
I'll have acquaintances. I still like the other people I talk to. We did like, when was the last time we hung out? If you're watching this, hit me up. We'll become friends. We'll get a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, something I'd love to ask is like, what is your definition of friendship?
Before you go to that, you said 5, but I can definitely tell you I've met more than 5 of your friends since I've been here.
No, but like talk to like on a regular basis. 5. Also, if anyone's listening to this and you want to be friends, DMs are open and I'm very nice. And that's all.
I met her through an email.
You met Kendra through an email?
I slid into the email.
Hold on. I want to hear this story. How do you guys like? Tell me this.
Do you want to tell? You can say what you want from the first part, and I can end it.
I slid into the email. No, I was working with an individual. I can't go into details, but I was working with an individual, and we thought Adiel would be good for our business. So I pitched her in an email. I used to run an influencer agency.
Okay, cool.
And
So
I was like,
yo, let's sign this influencer. And then she's like, scam. And I was like, yo, low key though. and then she was like, did you just try to scam me? And I was like, man, we can still be friends.
Yeah. So I entered this Maxim Canada competition and I placed 4th, and they had this Maxim party like in Calgary. So a year ago,
I got wasted.
So 14 months ago, I came to Calgary and we hadn't met at this point. We were just like DMing on Instagram casually, as Instagram female influencers do. And we hung out for the one night. Sometimes talked. That was in July. Come April till now, we talk every single day.
Yeah, April 2020. Like if I don't wake up and she's the first person I text good morning.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, hi, how are you?
And then I wanted to come visit Calgary and I needed a place to stay. I've been here for 3 weeks now. We had met once before for like a drunken night. And I've been living with her for 3 weeks now.
See, I was under the impression you guys have been friends for like your whole life.
No, because we're just like this.
Girls support girls.
No, but like
all the girls on my reels.
Literally, like for the third time, like as I'm saying it, just because we understand each other, I think we have similar outlook on life.
Life.
Okay, English is not my first language, so
what is it? Oh, I guess
Hebrew and then Russian.
You said you're from Israel.
Yeah.
Russian.
Yeah.
ASMR.
Я говорю по-русски.
I don't know what you said, but
I said I speak Russian.
That's crazy. So you know 3 languages.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
So yeah, I've been living with her for 3 weeks and I'm very grateful.
Same. It's called boring.
English. I speak English.
Sorry, interrupting your story. So then, yeah.
We met once and now we're living together. That's the story.
Wow. That's happened to me once too in my life.
Really?
Yeah. But like, it's weird because I'm like a butterfly, really. So I meet someone and they're like, dude, you must have been friends for like years. I'm like, no.
I met her yesterday, man. What's up?
Yeah. But back to that. What do you guys consider like a friend? Since we talked about like friends that you guys have, like what is your definition of friendship? Like a genuine friend?
I feel like, I don't know about like Adiel, but like I go through a lot of like ups and downs and I'm like sometimes very upset or sometimes like very good, like happy with my life. I don't know. But like having someone who's just like supportive through both and like understands what I'm going through, like it's very hard to find people who understand kind of the influencer world and kind of like what goes on and what happens. So I'm very fortunate to have her because she gets it and she talks me out of a lot of bad decisions when I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna cry.
Yeet myself off the roof.
Yeet myself off the roof. Just run me over with my own car. My favorite line is, due to unfortunate events, I will be passing away. Goodbye. Yep.
Honestly, I want to make more friends. And so anyone who sticks it out with me and tries to be my friend as much as I'm trying, that's a friend right there. I have a good support system. I talk to people, and you don't have to talk to them every single day, but knowing that I could reach out at some point and be like, yo, you know what this guy just said to me? Or like, do you know what happened to me? And they would still like, they'll give me voice notes and everything. Like,
and not feel like an inconvenience. Like someone who isn't like, oh, I'm busy. Like, can we talk about it later? Like, I don't care where I am. Like, she can call, text me, like whatever. And like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll sneak away and like, we can take the call. Or like I'm like, hey, I'm busy right now, but we can text. Like someone who's just always there.
It's because I don't do much, but
yeah, we really don't do much. I know if she doesn't answer, she's sleeping. So
yeah, that's true. I don't ignore her. I just sleep.
I think like most people have like a misconception that social media influencers have so many people talking to them that they don't have time for them. So when it's like a close friend, because I've had that issue from my friends, they think I don't have time for them. But like if they hit me up, if I'm on Snapchat, I'm gonna open, like all my Snapchats are open. I don't leave people on like.
She has over 200 unread text messages. Mine are all read. I read everything.
Well, I have like, yeah. But like my personal Snap.
234 and 5,095 emails.
Oh, emails are.
Who reads those? I've been storing mine for like 10 years.
I just like scroll. I'll wake up in the morning and be like, okay, what's important here?
I know, right?
Open the important ones and then just leave the rest.
I actually have such a fun time scrolling through my mail just to see like what I get.
You're like junk. Oh, brand. Not a good brand. Junk.
Meet hot, sexy singles. Oh my God. Okay. I have seen my photo being used on the internet before for like different apps and like meet sexy girls near you like several times. Like
Snapchat? Or are you talking about like
I'm on the internet about to watch a show or something and I see like you get ads before you like click on them. It's a picture of me.
No way.
I'm about to watch it.
I'm the hot, sexy single. That's me.
Hot, sexy single near me.
Oh my God.
Do you ever like call them and be like, pay me?
It doesn't go to anything. Like if I click the link, which I guess someone told me after gave me a virus, but it didn't really go to anywhere. I have the proof, but like, what am I going to do?
Well, you could sue them.
I don't know who to sue. I didn't see any trace to who it goes to.
Oh, they just random. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. That's, wow.
Yeah.
You are just being exploited.
Oh, yeah. People use their phone. Oh, I had a fan message me the other day. They're in debt now. They had paid $15,000 to who they thought was me because I was saying that like my mom was sick and
what are you doing?
Knocking on wood.
What is that?
It's a Russian superstition.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah. You're like to unjinx, that like someone was sick and ill and I needed money or that I was going to enter the lottery and then I'll pay them back. They had paid them $15,000. I didn't get any of that. And now they're in debt. And they like would take my photo and Photoshop a fan sign as if I'm holding a fan sign being like, I love you. So that the person would feel special and then I would get money.
The world is a scam.
Yeah.
The world is my oyster and it's a giant scam.
There's so many scams.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm. I had people be like, oh, like messaging me in French. I'm like, I don't speak French, but I'm sorry. And they're like, oh, but we just spoke in French. Like we met in Paris Tinder. I'm like, I've never been to Paris at the time.
Or like, what's that one? Hangouts. People are like, we just talked on Hangouts. I hope your love for me is real. I hope you enjoy the money I sent you. I'm like, yo, I don't even know what Hangouts is.
What is Hangouts?
It's
I
like
don't know.
Google. That's what the person. Yeah, they used Hangouts. I don't like if it's not a verified like social media, it's not me.
At Insta, where my verification badge at though.
Do you have one?
No, but we get so many fake accounts of us. I have like this one account and it was like she I don't know, claimed to be like a fan, but then would like message all my friends, be like, hey, it's Kendra. And then all my friends are like, oh my God, you made a new account. I'm like, are you really? Like, no, I didn't. Like, yeah, my 24 followers. That's me, guys. No big deal. And I was like, I would like message them because they were like obsessed with me, messaging me all the time. And I was like, yo, can you put like if you want to be a fan page, like that's cool. Can you just put it in your bio? And then they were like FaceTime, like doing the Instagram video chat, like all my friends. And everyone's like, okay, I'm just going to block them. And they were like, no, it's Kendra, talk to me. And I'm like, no, like go away. You're not me. You're not me.
Actually, I had a few fake accounts under your name follow me. I had one fake account that it was like, one fake account. It was the exact same name, but I think they switched like the A and the R. And I was about to be like, oh, did you just make like a spam? And I was going to
like,
follow up.
See what I mean? Like, why would that be me?
Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, why? But it was weird because it was right after you followed me that account followed me. And I followed everyone else that you were following.
Yeah. Creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was really confused.
It was a fake account.
It was 100% fake
Instagram,
account.
if you're listening to this podcast, I'd like a verification badge.
We got to send
Thank
that. You get fake accounts? Your face is being faked out throughout the entire...
I take down like 3 a day. Like on Instagram.
We on that copyright takedown.
Yeah.
grind.
I'm like, report someone is impersonating me. Like, and then like within 24 hours, Instagram is like, yeah, you right. And they take down the account.
I don't get how they don't verify you guys. That doesn't make it.
There's a specific way to get verified and we're working on it.
Oh, is it? Which route are you guys going through? Like the news or
News?
Yeah. Forbes.
Forbes.
But I don't think I qualify for Forbes even close. That's the dream though.
That is the dream. Forbes magazine would be insane. The podcast #1 in Canada. We're #1 in Calgary. Probably Alberta, to be honest.
Really?
I just did was it BBC Radio, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
cool.
sick.
Yeah. Except
Both of us. Do you see
like,
how we're the same?
Yeah. except like yeah, it doesn't really feel like that.
That was awesome.
Say congratulations.
Bum, bum,
We
bum,
don't
bum.
feel
So
famous or
happy
anything, but then
to-
if I take a look at my, like, okay, I
Yeah,
posted
you probably
this.
got like a gazillion DMs
I
like,
posted
hey.
this 3 hours ago, so it's not all the way there. But 3 hours ago, okay, 13,000 likes, like 52,000 reach. 50,000 people have seen my face in the last 3 hours.
My fave is like, why, if so many of you have seen it, why are
I know,
you
I hate
all
that.
not liking it?
Yeah.
Okay, but like
Excuse me?
50,000 people just saw your face. How do you process that information?
I've had over 1 million reach on my account,
Oh, that happened.
and I'm like, why am I not like getting more?
Why am I not at 1 million followers?
Yeah.
Hello. I always think I'm like, okay, with my YouTube videos, like someone is probably always watching one of my videos at every second of the day.
like someone's
many
always
videos
on
you
your
have?
account.
I think there's like 60 or
Probably.
something up there. But I get like an average of like 100 to 200,000 views a day.
A day?
Yeah, just between all the videos.
Dang.
Yeah. So it's like someone's like always
Constantly watching you, yeah.
Like it's weird, right? Because it's like I'm sleeping and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm watching Kendra.
Kendra, like, this is what I'm wearing today, guys. Like, this
Hey
is
guys, what's up? It's Kendra. Welcome back to my YouTube channel.
What do you do on YouTube?
Try on house.
Tron House?
I talk about clothes, so I will be like, I'll do my intro, and then I'll be like,
Mhm.
today we're doing a podcast, but it'll be like fashion or
It'll be a fashion podcast.
yeah, we can do a fashion podcast.
Yeah, you guys can dress me up.
I have no style. I steal.
Just kidding.
I'm wearing all her clothes right now. I don't have a sense of
Do,
style.
do you guys have style? Do you style?
She has a lot
I'm
of
like
really
a-
nice basics that look cute.
Can you dress up guys?
I could try.
You want to dress up Jabelli?
I got you.
Gotta do a podcast. I want to do like something like on the podcast where we do something crazy.
Makeup.
Yeah, makeup is cool.
I like to do.
I want to
makeup.
start doing like crazy because I have a second YouTube channel. It has 83K, but it's just kind of like dead. I want to start doing like crazy vlogs. Like
Like how crazy? Sleeping? In my dreams.
no, like hide and seek in IKEA, and like my friend works at BMW, so he wants he's like can get me a convertible. So I want to do like driving around in a convertible and
Can
like
you move to Toronto so we can start our YouTube podcast?
It's so weird that you live in Toronto. Like,
Why is that weird?
I don't know, because like you guys have such a connection that like it almost feels like you belong here.
I'm depressed.
She
Maybe you should
belongs in
convince her
Toronto.
to stay here.
To Calgary? Like, no offense to all you Calgarians,
Ugh.
but like
Ugh, it's about to hurt my heart.
Toronto's.
Toronto's what?
Fine, go home.
Say it.
It's fine. Just go home.
Say it.
For the life
Say
we
it.
want to live, like Toronto would be better than Calgary.
I'll meet you in
Vancouver?
LA.
What's better, Vancouver or Toronto?
Oh, I heard Vancouver's beautiful. I would love to go there.
It's
I
always like
haven't been.
dark though, right?
Is it? I
It
haven't
rains
been.
a lot.
Yeah, it's always cloudy.
It rains a lot.
Yeah.
Can someone take us to Vancouver? I would love to go.
Hello, take the podcast to Vancouver.
Well, I'll be in Toronto and Calgary, so
Great. Okay, she's coming to Toronto next week.
next week. I just
In
got
2
back from
weeks.
Toronto like a day ago.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
I know. I could go back just to do a podcast.
Okay, we can do that.
It'd be pretty cool. I think. Yeah. Anyways,
So
at this point, I don't know. Is there anything that you guys specifically wanted to like bring up to attention to the audience or to you, like just aware? Yeah.
I think we covered a lot of the points.
Yeah, respect us. The relationship between fans. We're grateful.
Emphasis on respect.
Negotiating with brands and how it can go either way.
I think I just heard myself swallow.
Love ASMR.
Some ASMR.
It got cut out.
Oh, good.
Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast today.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
Hold up.
ASMR.
Oh, I love that.
ASMR.
Did you hear that? That's my knuckles.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah, so my name's Adiel.
I'm Kendra, and welcome back. No, just kidding.
DM me on Instagram, Adiel Grech, ADIELGRECH.
Are we dropping the Instagrams?
I'm
No,
definitely doing that.
I'm just kidding. Yes.
Mine is Kendra, KENDRA, A,
There's 2 A's.
2 A's, ROWE, Kendra A. Rowe.
Watch out for the fake accounts. Watch
Yeah.
out.
if they DM you first and try to video chat you, it's not me.
If they have 20
Sorry, guys.
followers, it's not us.
Guys, yeah, it's not me.
I want crazy stories so much, but I guess you guys can't really tell.
One day.
One day.
One day when we're retired, we'll open up to the public.
I'm like, okay, we'll have a part 2 in like 10 years. The
reunion.
I love that.
The
crazy
reunion of the podcast.
But can you guys like end it with something crazy that's just some crazy fan, or just because I know like in your line of business, just being a girl on social media is just so hard.
Okay, I have,
It's like
a
rough.
semi-crazy story. I used to bartend at this club, and I used to drive a white Range Rover. So it was like, and I posted it on my like Instagram when I got it. Like I took a soccer mom photo. I was like, every soccer mom needs a Rover. And then I went to work, and this fan was messaging me. He's like, I'm going to come see you at work, because we'd have to promote where we worked, right? Like you have to promo like to get people to come down to the bar. So he's like, I know you work here, and I know you drive a white Range Rover. I saw it parked out back. And I was like, he's like, I'll be waiting. So I'm like, I like 2 a.m. rolls around. I'm like, got all the security guards. And then we walk out, and this homeless guy rode by on a bike, but it scared me. And I screamed and threw anything that was in my hands and ran back inside the club and was too scared to leave, even though it was just a harmless homeless guy. He wasn't there, but he was almost.
He was almost there.
Yeah, and I like had to tell like all the staff.
You don't know if he was there.
Oh, I don't know if he was there. He could have been watching me, but like I like had like security like make sure nothing happened to me. Was not down to get kidnapped.
Some guys are just weird.
It's like, do you really think that's gonna work? Like, do you really think you're like, oh yeah, oh my god, you came to my work? How romantic. Yeah, for sure. Let's go home together.
This guy on Reddit was asking how he can see his favorite Twitch streamer. And he's like, oh, I think she goes here after she goes to the gym at this workplace to get like a smoothie. Maybe I'll get a job there and then meet her. Don't do that. That's creepy.
Don't do it, dude.
She'll know it's, oh my God.
These are like detective dudes. They think they're detectives.
I'm a
That's
detective.
Well, you actually have a license.
Private investigator.
Yeah. What is the best advice you can give to a guy who's trying to talk to a girl, since you guys talk to so many
Like
dudes?
talk to an influencer?
Just anyone, and just life, because you know some dudes don't know how to talk to girls. Like some of them are just like,
Can I say how it worked for I forgot English. I have dated a few people that have DM'd me. They were respectful, did not, and never try to make anything sexual, and just got to know me and would listen to me if I needed like a therapist.
Yes.
If you
be a friend and then work your way up.
Yeah, if you don't try to like set up a day and set up anything romantic at first, she'll be like, I don't understand. And she'll be more intrigued to why you're not doing that, to the point where like she'll fly and meet you.
Yeah, exactly.
wow, just you flew to meet them. Never mind.
Plead the fifth.
Plead the fifth on that.
I've had fun trips.
How's that double iced coffee treating you?
Good. I took yours accidentally.
That reach.
Yeah, but you not like, I met them as friends.
Met them as friends.
Some people, yeah.
Yeah, when people are like, hey, love your work, or think you're super pretty, let's grab a coffee, like that, piques no interest at all. Like,
Because you get it every day, I'm guessing. So you're like, this. I see this every day. I need something that's like.
Oh my God. I was at the mall the other day and she went to the bathroom and I'm just sitting there minding my own business. I'm just on my phone. And this like older guy comes up to me and he's like, hey, like, how are you? And I was like, good. He's like, okay, like, what? Like, tell me about you. What's your name and stuff? And I was just like, oh, no, Kendra. And then he like
gave your real name.
Yeah, I panic. I always panic. Like my fake name would be like Salad.
Mine's Claire. I always say Claire.
Salad.
Claire?
Samantha. Oh, I guess that's a real name. Lizard. Anyways, those are my
for Lizzie.
Lizzie, it's short for lizard. Nacho.
Nacho girl.
Oh,
facts.
There you go.
Okay, yes, I was like sitting there and then he walks away and he comes back. He's like, would you like to grab a coffee sometime? And I was just like, went with the typical response. It's like, oh, I have a boyfriend. Sorry. He's like, what did he say? He's like, are you weird?
Yeah,
or are you,
said that.
He said something else though. He's like, are you weird or are you like, what was the other word?
I don't know, but it's a weird thing to say in general.
He's
just like,
and he like gave me like an ultimatum. He's like, are you weird or are you a jerk? Or are you a goof? He said goof. And I was like, excuse me? And he's like, are you weird or are you a goof? And I was like,
how do you respond?
I was like, sir, what does that mean? Mm-hmm. And then he walked into Nordstrom and like gave me a dirty look and rolled his eyes. And I was like, I don't want to get coffee with you. Just let me be.
Yeah. I'm just going to end it off with, oh, I forgot my train of thought.
That's been happening.
Just going to end it off with, I got nothing.
Yeah. We get those interactions, whether it's in person or online. And then if we don't give you the time of day because we're creeped out, we're weirded out, we just don't feel comfortable, we're not interested. And then we get attacked with like, you're a B word or you're ungrateful or
like
all you care about is like your not fans, like your social media, your clout. You don't care about me. No, frankly, I don't care about a person who's literally just trying to have sex with me as soon as we meet. No, I don't care about it.
Sorry, you're also twice my age.
That's a weird interaction just in general. If someone just walked up to me and was like,
women.
Hi. Yeah.
That's the life we leave.
Leave.
That's the life we leave.
I can't.
I wish.
That is so weird. Like, that's weird. Yo, this is this year, 2020? Or is this last year?
That was like 2 days ago.
That was 2 days ago?
Yeah.
I was just vibing at Nordstrom.
Maybe I just live in a delusional life where only I like do me. But I've been doing me
That's
since
called being self-centered.
Me?
It's called being a man.
I'm conceited. Let's be honest.
It's called being a man.
That is
life of men.
It's definitely not me. You've listened to my podcast.
Maybe you're the problem.
I am?
How's it feel to get attacked on your own podcast?
I don't really feel attacked.
We're coming at you.
Which is funny.
Anyway, respect women.
Here's the
2020.
Go ahead.